NBC Fall premiere dates. What's changing this season?
NBC is making waves this fall by reintroducing the beloved series Law, Order, Organized Crime to its lineup, while simultaneously postponing the premiere of The Hunting Party until mid-season. This shift is part of a broader set of scheduling adjustments that the network has recently announced, revealing the premiere dates for its entire fall programming slate. Earlier this year, NBC had already shared its fall 2025 schedule, but the recent swap between LOOG and The Hunting Party stands out as a significant change. Originally, the second season of The Hunting Party was slated to air right after new episodes of Law, Order and Law, Order SVU on Thursday evenings. However, it will now be held back until after January, creating a gap in the schedule. In its place, viewers can look forward to a 3-hour block of Law, Order programming, starting September 25.
This block will feature episodes of Law, Order and SVU, followed by a re-airing of the 5th season of Law, Order, Organized Crime at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Notably, this 5th season initially premiered on Peacock in April after the first 4 seasons aired on NBC. Interestingly, sources familiar with the situation suggest that The Hunting Party might debut in February 2026. This timing could strategically align with NBC's packed sports calendar that month, which includes major events like the Super Bowl, the NBA All-Star Game, and Olympic coverage. Additionally, the production of The Hunting Party is relocating from Canada to New York for its second season, which could bring a fresh perspective to the show. In line with the network's commitment to its popular Dick Wolf franchise, NBC's One Chicago series will return on Wednesday, October 1st, kicking off with Chicago Med at 8 p.m., followed by Chicago Fire and Chicago P.D. Another noteworthy change involves NBC's comedy lineup. Initially, the network had left some time slots open after the return of comedies St. Denis Medical and Happy's Place on Mondays and Fridays, respectively. However, both shows will now air new episodes back-to-back starting on November 3rd and November 7th. Additionally, NBC has 2 new comedies in the pipeline, a cheerleading-themed show titled Stumble and The Fall and Rise of Reggie Dinkins, featuring stars Tracy Morgan and Daniel Radcliffe. While these shows are still awaiting their debut, they may potentially air following St. Denis Medical or Happy's Place this fall, although no definitive plans have been established at this time. Looking ahead, the NBA is set to make its much-anticipated return to NBC on October 21st. The network will kick off its coverage with a pregame show at 6:30 p.m. at Eastern Time, followed by a doubleheader starting at 7:30 p.m. The specific teams participating in these games will be announced soon. The medical drama Brilliant Minds is also making a comeback, with its second season premiering on Monday, September 22nd at 10 p.m., right after the season premiere of The Voice. Additionally, a new unscripted series titled On Brand with Jimmy Fallon will debut on Tuesday, September 30th at 10 p.m. NBC plans to air 2 episodes of this marketing competition series each week, with an additional episode airing on Fridays starting October 3rd. Fans of Saturday Night Live can look forward to the start of its 51st season on October 4th. As previously announced, NBC will air a special 2-hour presentation of Wicked on Thursday, November 6th, beginning at 8 p.m., just 2 weeks before the film Wicked for Good is set to launch. Here's a complete rundown of NBC's fall premiere dates.
All times are in ET. Thursday, September 4, 7 to 8:20 p.m., Football Night in America, 8:20 to 11:30 p.m., NFL Kickoff Game, Dallas at Philadelphia. Sunday, September 7, 7 to 8:20 p.m., Football Night in America, 8:20 to 11:30 p.m., Sunday Night Football, Baltimore at Buffalo. Monday, September 22nd, 8:10 p.m., The Voice, Monday, 10 to 11 p.m. Brilliant Minds, Tuesday, September 23rd, 8 to 9 p.m., The Voice, 9 to 11 p.m., America's Got Talent. Wednesday, September 24th, 8 to 9 p.m., America's Got Talent Special, 9 to 11 p.m., America's Got Talent Season Finale. Thursday, September 25th, 8 to 9 p.m., Law Order, 9 to 10 p.m., Law Order Special Victims Unit, 10 to 11 p.m., Law Order Organized Crime. Friday, September 26th, 9 to 11 p.m., Dateline NBC. Tuesday, September 22nd, 30, 10 to 11 p.m., On Brand with Jimmy Fallon, Tuesday premiere. Wednesday, October 1st, 8 to 9 p.m., Chicago Med, 9 to 10 p.m., Chicago Fire, 10 to 11 p.m., Chicago P.D.
Friday, October 3rd, 8 to 9 p.m., On Brand with Jimmy Fallon, Friday premiere. Saturday, October 4th, 11:30 p.m. to 1 a.m., 8:30 to 10 p.m. PT, Saturday Night Live. Tuesday, October 21st, 6:30 to 7:30 p.m., NBA pregame show, 7:30 to 11 p.m., NBA on NBC, teams to be determined. Monday, November 3rd, 8 to 8:30 p.m., St. Denis Medical, 8:30 to 9 p.m., St. Denis Medical. Friday, November 7th, 8 to 8:30 p.m., Happy's Place, 8:30 to 9 p.m., Happy's Place. What do you think about these changes? Are you excited for the return of Law, Order, Organized Crime? Or do you think postponing The Hunting Party is a mistake? Share your thoughts in the comments below. NBC Fall 2025 premiere dates: The Voice, NBA, and Football Kickoff. Get ready for the most epic fall season on NBC, packed with thrilling new shows, returning favorites, and sports action that will keep you on the edge of your seat. But here's where it gets exciting. This fall, NBC is bringing back some of its most beloved shows, including The Voice, Law Order Special Victims Unit, and Sunday Night Football, along with the highly anticipated NBA on NBC. And this is the part most people miss. The network's fall 2025 lineup is not just about the returning shows, but also about the new and exciting series that are set to premiere. From the intense One Chicago dramas to the comfort watch sitcoms, and from the gripping new cases on Law Order SVU to the hilarious new comedy. So, mark your calendars and get ready to experience the best of television on NBC this fall. The full list of premiere dates is officially here, and we've got the scoop on all the new and returning shows. Mondays are looking exciting, with The Voice premiering on September 22nd, followed by Brilliant Minds and St. Denis Medical joining the lineup on November 3rd. Tuesdays will see the return of The Voice, along with the premiere of NBA on NBC on October 21st, and America's Got Talent will air its final episode on September 23rd. But the real question is, will On Brand with Jimmy Fallon be the next big hit on NBC? The show, which premieres on September 30th, follows Jimmy Fallon as he teams up with creative and competitive individuals to create successful marketing campaigns. And with Bozema Boz St. John as a mentor, it's sure to be a wild ride. Wednesdays will see the premiere of Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, and Chicago P.D. on October 1st, while Thursdays will be all about Law Order SVU, and Law Order Organized Crime, which premieres on September 25th. Fridays will bring Happy's Place on November 7th, and Dateline NBC on September 26th, along with On Brand with Jimmy Fallon on October 3rd. Saturdays will feature Saturday Night Live, premiering on October 4th, and Sundays will be all about Football Night in America and NBC Sunday Night Football, which premieres on September 7th. But that's not all. NBC has also announced a special 2-hour Wicked special, airing on November 6th, which will feature musical performances from stars like Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. And let's not forget about the new comedies, like The Fall and Rise of Reggie Dinkins, starring Tracy Morgan, Daniel Radcliffe, Bobby Moynihan, and Erica Alexander, which is set to premiere soon. So, what do you think about NBC's Fall 2025 lineup? Are you excited about the new shows? Or are you more of a fan of the returning favorites? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to tune in to NBC this fall to experience it all for yourself. NBC reshuffles fall lineup. The Hunting Party moves to mid-season. Fall TV shakeup. NBC's surprise schedule swap. Are you ready for the ultimate fall TV lineup switcheroo? NBC is stirring up the small screen with some unexpected changes to its highly anticipated 2025-26 season premiere schedule. But here's where it gets interesting. Initially, the sophomore drama, The Hunting Party, was slated to join the Thursday night lineup. But in a surprising twist, it's been bumped to mid-season. So,
What's filling the void? None other than the latest season of Law Order Organized Crime, which previously streamed on Peacock. This move sets the stage for an all-Law Order night, starting September 25th, alongside the original series and SVU. The controversy: is mid-season a blessing in disguise for the hunting party? While being pushed to mid-season might seem like a setback, it could potentially work in the hunting party's favor.
With NBC broadcasting the Super Bowl in 2026 and the Winter Olympics dominating the network's schedule in February, the show might receive a massive promotional boost during these highly watched events. But will this be enough to keep fans engaged? More schedule surprises: The Fall and Rise of Reggie Dinkins and Stumble, two recently ordered comedies, are being held back for now, making way for second-year shows St. Denis Medical, Mondays, and Happy's Place, Fridays, to air 2 episodes per week, starting in early November. The Voice and Brilliant Minds return to their Monday spots on September 22nd. The Chicago trilogy debuts on October 1st. On Brand with Jimmy Fallon kicks off on Tuesdays and Fridays, September 30th, before moving exclusively to Fridays in October. Saturday Night Live premieres its 51st season on October 4th, and the NBA season tips off on NBC on October 21st. NBC's fall premiere dates at a glance. Thursday, September 4th, NFL opening game, 8:20 p.m. ET, 5:20 p.m. PT. Sunday, September 7th, Football Night in America, 7 p.m. ET, 4 p.m. PT. Sunday Night Football, 8:20 p.m. ET, 5:20 p.m. PT. Monday, September 22nd, The Voice, 8 p.m., Brilliant Minds, 10 p.m. Wednesday, September 24th, America's Got Talent, finale, 9 p.m. Thursday, September 25th, Law Order, 8 p.m. Law Order, SVU, 9 p.m. Law Order Organized Crime, 10 p.m. Friday, September 26th, Dateline, 9 p.m. Tuesday, September 30th, On Brand with Jimmy Fallon, 10 p.m. Also Fridays starting October 3rd. Wednesday, October 1, Chicago Med, 8 p.m., Chicago Fire, 9 p.m., Chicago PD, 10 p.m. Saturday, October 4th, Saturday Night Live, at 4:30, 8:30 p.m., PT. Tuesday, October 21st, NBA on NBC, 7:30 p.m. Monday, November 3rd, St. Denis Medical, 8 p.m., 2 episodes. Friday, November 7th, Happy's Place, 8 p.m., 2 episodes. We want to hear from you. Do you think mid-season is a good move for the hunting party? Which show are you most excited to see in NBC's fall lineup? Share your thoughts in the comments below.